What? Okay, now we're working. Hello! Welcome. We're still on ads, so, I guess we'll be waiting for this to pass. Hello, PK Thunder! Congratulations on first. I wonder if I should start make funny little mini games for the starting soon screen. I saw that the carnival had like a sort of mini game where you typed words into the chat. Well, it was more like a word guessing game that gave you like a set amount of letters, and you had to make as many words as you could within the time period. And it was very fun to play. It was very, very fun to play while you waited for the stream to start. Perhaps I will try and get it. Because that is a very, very fun thing. Oh, so happy Saturday. I hope that you've been having a nice weekend, wherever you are. Or maybe it's Sunday, because I know that some people from Asia watch every once in a while. It's almost 12 hours away. Another thing that I like to add is the fishing game, because I have a very bad addiction for that fishing game. I just look it up, Twitch. Fishing game. Hello, Frida. How are you? Frida right now has not been eating well because unfortunately, she doesn't like it when there are people in the house that she doesn't know. And unfortunately for her, When she is scared, she doesn't like eating. Or she just doesn't like eating when she's scared. Oh, okay, so the fishing game is called Lurkbait. Lurkbait. And it's, okay, it's not super expensive. I may actually try it. Well, let's see what works on stream. Hey, yes. But anyways, I believe that the outbreak is over. Yes, it is. So let's actually get into Fearing Humba. Fearing Humba. I mean, Fearing Hunger, Termina. I don't remember where we left off. I think that we were still in morning of day 1, and we probably will have to kill Tanaka. Yeah, most likely we'll have to kill Tanaka. Because, unfortunately, Osa cannot use weapons. And since he cannot use... well, not weapons. He cannot use firearms. And unfortunately, since he cannot use firearms, he also cannot force enter the main entrance to the city. Or well, at least I'm gonna try it. I don't want Tanaka to die, even though fighting Judgment will be a bitch. But Tanaka is so nice, I always feel bad. Anyway, let's go talk to Abella so that we can get her back. Wanna tag along? Yes. Maybe if I give Abella the rifle, she may actually be able to break it if we enter into a battle with him. Can we run? I'm a little scared because we don't have that many bullets. Can we run? Yes, we can. Okay. Usually when your playing character has the rifle, the gun, or whichever firearm there is, you are not able to actually run because it also registers as a gunshot. And in my first playthrough, I wasted so many ammo. Wasted so much ammo. Either way. Hopefully if we enter a battle and Abella uses the gun on it, uses the rifle, then we may be able to break the lock. The other bad thing about me not wanting to kill Tanaka, aside from having to fight Judgment, is that, well, I believe that Needles will be way stronger. Because when Needles kills Tanaka, I guess day 1 spoilers, but honestly it is one of the first scenes that you'll encounter, one of the first death scenes, if you want to recruit Abella. Anyway, when Needles kills Tanaka, Tanaka actually fought back a little bit, and therefore Needles is easier to kill if you just let Tanaka die. But Tanaka! Tanaka! I want to kill Tanaka. Oh my god. This guy. Ugh. I don't want to waste ammo on you. Bye, French. Unlike other survival horror games, ammo in here is very much a limited resource. We don't get ammo boxes, we get singular ammo. Period. Also, thank you for the good luck, PK Thunder. Let me just close the lurk bait and walls. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Chaos Fusion! Thank you so much for the raid! And we have just started playing! Thank you so much for the raid! And hello and welcome everybody who doesn't know me. I am Blanket Ghost, or Ghost, and I am a ghost of the blanket variety, as my name entails. I am a part-time illustrator and a full-time hunting expert, and today we are playing Fearing Hunger Termina. By the way, if you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. I don't mind it. I know that streaming can actually take a lot of time out of you. And also feel free to catch a snack, stretch, and also go get a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you need. And if you decide to stay, I hope that you enjoy us as we trudge. No, not trudge. What's the name? The word. Go through not the dungeons, because this is not the dungeons of Fearing Hunger, but the world of Fearing Hunger Termina. Also, thank you so much for the likes, Stefan. I suppose that we will need them. Yes, first, let me actually give you a shout out. Don't go yet. And there we go. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful little wisp. No, so you were streaming Elden Ring. I hope that the Elden Ring stream went nicely. I haven't played it because I am a coward when it comes to those types of games, but I hope that you had a nice time. Also, I don't know why this chat box is so low. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Either way, I hope that you had a nice stream, and I hope to see you later. Feel free to rest and recharge. Yes! Wisp dance! Either way. I was just talking about how since Osa cannot use any firearms, I may actually need to do something very, very bad, which is let Tanaka get murdered. Which is something I don't want to do. Tanaka, by the way, if you don't know, is one of my favorite characters in Fearing Hunger. And unfortunately... Oh wait, no. Shit, I forgot to equip the firearm. But either way. So I was saying, Tanaka is one of my favorite characters in the game. And I love him. And I hate every single time that he dies because of me. Because Tanaka, even though I do love and adore him, he's also one of the easiest characters that can die in-game through one of the cutscenes. Because somehow the coder, Miro, doesn't like keeping Tanaka alive, which makes me very sad. But if push comes to shove, I guess we will have to kill Tanaka for progress. Okay, I have now changed my window. I realized that I had full screen and I wasn't able to see people's words. And now we can. Okay, first let's actually equip the rifle, because I believe that if you have a rifle, we may be able to actually force the door open. By the way, the character that I'm playing right now, Oza, is well known for not being able to use any type of firearm. That's just a character limitation that he has. And unfortunately, that may be a run under. God damn it. Well, I guess Tanaka will have to die, which is very, very sad. But we must go on. If you don't know the game Fearing Hunger, please check out the warnings. It is times silly, but also very gory, mature game. And it does deal with various serious topics. It is set in an alternate universe in the time of 1942, after the Second World War, in a universe where the Nazis won. So there is going to be talk about human experiments, body horror. There are going to be scenes with sexual assault and torture and all of that. And of course, there's going to be supernatural stuff. But as always, please heed all of the what's it called? The trigger warnings and the content warnings that this game has, because it is not something that should be taken lightly. Even though it is RPG Maker, it still does show some very graphic scenes. As always, you should keep yourself safe if that is something that could affect you negatively. So far, this game has about 3 endings. Endings A, B, and C. I don't know which one I'll be going for today, or in this run in particular. But hopefully we can get a goodish ending, or at least progress enough so that we can get a nice ending. Or as nice as we can get in this video game. This is a battle royale type of game, meaning that we can either choose to work with other characters that are in the battle royale, or we can kill them and gather their souls. Either way, if I did this correctly or incorrectly, we could have triggered the scene where we see Tanaka! He died, unfortunately. Yep, there he is, my poor guy. No, Tanaka! As you can see, our near and dear Tanaka has died. Alas. So, Needles is actually one of the mini bosses that we can get in this game, and if we actually have Tanaka be alive, he'll chase us throughout the entire game, and he is much stronger. But even though usually the best strategic move is to allow Needles to kill Tanaka so that he can be weakened for this fight, I like Tanaka, and I like his character arc, so I usually make the game harder for myself by having Tanaka survive, and instead work with this stalker type enemy. There we go, he's wounded. My god, Tanaka! Yes! That's right. That's why I love him. He is honestly the best character in Fear and Hunger Termina. No, I do not accept any criticism nor disagreements. But yes, if you do choose for Tanaka to survive, he will actually not only later become Judgment, but which is one of the most difficult bosses in the game, but he will also have a very good character arc that I love. At the payoff, that Needles will be like maybe 30% more difficult than he should be. Yeah, legit did like more than half Needle's head health in their struggle. Yeah, Tanaka really made this fight easier for us, like very, very easy for us. Compared to the fight that we were able to have. Shit. Yes! Let's go! Okay, rev up. Needles, you're about to die. There will be one day in which I actually see the entire Tanaka storyline and we are able to save him, instead of having him Moonscorch. Either way, this is for Tanaka! Fuck you, Needles. Oh, first of all, I think that... Oh, yes, heroin! Now we can, equip... Not equip, but... recruit Levi. Yes. Yes, good. Kick his body for Tanaka. So, this game is currently incomplete. We are missing some of the bigger endings on Free Young Hunger that are usually part of the game series in general. One of which is the S endings. I hope that the S endings will actually have us at least help or recruit most of the contestants and save most of them. There are some that unfortunately are conditional, like Abella and Henrik. If you recruit one, the other will inevitably Moonscorch. But I would still love to recruit most of the people. And apparently Miro does want to include most of the contestants as player characters. Is Levi really worth it later on his addiction effect? It does, but here's the thing. So, what happens is that if Levi dies during battle, but you have the ability Magna Medicinal, which is one of Dan's abilities, if either you have it through either killing him or his doppelganger, or by playing him from the get-go, you can then use the ability Magna Medicinal to revive Levi, and he revives without any status effects, meaning that his heroin withdrawal would be eliminated. That is a strategy that you can use so that you can have Levi as one of your companions without having to have the withdrawal effects that usually make him not a very good companion in general. Either way, everyone, say a prayer for Tanaka. He truly was the goat of the run. We didn't even talk to him twice, and he still did more damage and impact on this run than any other character would do. Well, maybe once we find August, he will give us some very good healing items. Maybe afterwards. Either way, Tanaka, I mean, one of the worst mid-bosses, honestly, is amazing. And I love him. R.I.P. Tanaka. The thing that I like about Levi is that he has a little storyline when it comes to leaving him in Perhavel Bob. You know how you can leave characters in Perhavel Bob? If you leave him since the first day, so for example, you get him and then immediately take him to Perhavel Bob, he will go into the piano, or he will go to the piano and he would slowly start relearning piano because one of his character one of his character traits is that he was actually a genius pianist. His mom was teaching him piano, and the guy was just very, very good at it. But unfortunately, due to the war, he was never able to complete his education, and his talents were never actually able to flourish. And it is very sad because, again, there is no good ending where we can actually save all of the contestants. We can either become part of the Matrix or kill everyone else. Another thing that I'm looking forward to in this game is that since Miro is actually working on backstory flashbacks, I would love to see the backstory flashbacks that some of the more obscure characters have. And I know that I have already talked about Tanaka a lot, but you'll have to bear with me because he is one of my favorite characters. But him being just like a businessman from Edo, which is this universe's counterpart from Japan, of Japan, and being just like very inconspicuous, and also being like part of one of the countries that committed the most atrocities in World War II is very interesting to me. Like, is he really as ignorant as we think he is? Is he just a businessman? What was his business in Prehevel? I want to know. I want to learn more about Tanaka. And also another thing that I'd be more than happy to learn about is just information about August. Since, as you know, if you have played the game before, and maybe completed either ending B. Wait, no, it's ending A. Yes, it's ending A. After day 3. You may be able to find out that he is actually related to one of the main characters of the Fear and Hunger Termina. Not the Fear and Hunger Termina, the Fear and Hunger first game. Oh, my thoughts is that his train was never specifically going to Prehevel, but it was just to stop on the way to his destination. That is true. Trains also have stops. But then again, why would he go into the city of Prehevel if he just... Or no, let me actually rephrase this. Why would he go into the tanks? Into the bunkers? If he was just an inconspicuous businessman. Like, what business did he have at the bunkers? Because you actually have to get out of your way to find the bunkers if you are like a regular schmegular person. If you were a regular businessman, my first thought, if I was Mr. Tanaka, is that I would probably go to either a police station or maybe a major's office or something. I would get into town so that I could maybe get a phone and tell Mr. Businessman, hey, I am stuck in this town. Can you like go get a car for me or something? Curious rail faint Japanese man down on his log. Yeah, he is super fun. I love my pathetic Japanese man. But again, it's just intriguing, you know? Because he shouldn't be here. This is nowhere a place that any curious businessman would want to go into. Especially one that looks that he's like, oh, law-abiding Mr. Tanaka, being like, oh no, should we call the police? When we first encounter him, I think that he is hiding some secrets. And given how most of these characters are actually morally dubious, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Tanaka was hiding some skeletons behind. some skeletons on that suitcase of his. Either way, we've got food, we've got alcohol. We are now ready to continue on our path. Dubious is a very fun word, I agree. Should I? My bolt! Well, technically, I am always bold, but thank you so much. We're checking out my bolt. Also, thank you so much for following. I hope that you enjoy your wispness. I don't know that I can actually get the door to open with just these two. I am hoping to get Marco later on, so that we can at least complete ending A. But should I use a small key? I don't know how many I have, to be entirely honest. I've got 3 small keys. Some heroin, some lucky coins. Ooh, wait. Can I make a murky bio? I don't know about y'all, but if you have never made murky bios in Fear and Hunger Termina, you are missing out. Murky bios are some of the best weapons in game. And they have actually gotten me to one-shot both weakened needles. I did use weakened needles and murky bio on my first playthrough. And also, Stitches. I could kill Stitches with just a murky bio and a couple of hits to the torso. Am I being dumb, or shouldn't I? Shouldn't there be like a staircase so that I can turn on the generator for oh, there. No, there's not. So that I could open the turn on the generator for not the Matrix. I keep on calling the Matrix, but no, it's the logic. Either way, it's kind of like the Matrix. Literally a grenade. Yes, that's true. The Murky Vial is quite literally a grenade. And also, did you know that in Fear and Hunger Dungeon Nights, if you want to woo Enki, you actually have to use a Murky Vial to get rid of some rubble and go to a forbidden library. God, I love Enki. It is so sad that his route is completely barred because Miro didn't play test it and it's bugged. And you will never be able to get his good ending. Alas. But if we were able to get his good ending, I would 100% have. Oh yes, ammo. My man may not be able to use it, but we could give it to somebody else. Maybe Marina. If we do get Marina later on. Ornament lantern. Chalk. But either way. You can use a Murky Vial to clear up rubble in Dungeon Night so that you can get some positive endings. Obviously, the most important one is Enki's one, as he is the most attractive character in all of Fear and Hunger. And he is my husband, 100%. Do not Google it. Some people believe that Fear and Hunger 2 is Enki's good ending just in future. So here's the deal. Miro has already stated all S endings in Fear and Hunger are canon. Which means that not only Enki found enlightenment, we got his enlightenment ending, but Ragnar Baldur became the god of ultra-violence by killing every single monster in the dungeon. Except for the Crow Mauler. But that's because Crow Maulers aren't actually monsters that you can technically kill. due to the fact that they are the concentrated rage of the dungeon. So even though you kill a crow molder, you will eventually have one once again raise up from that pain. And Moonless, yes. Moonless becomes Ragnavaldr's like pet. It is like canon that he actually does get Moonless out of the dungeon as well. So as I was saying, if you meet August actually is descended from one of the main characters of Fear and Hunger. If you know, you know. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh my god, I hate these fucking things. Hey, this is Fear and Hunger. In Fear and Hunger, it is kill and be killed. And also, thank you so much for following, Fritz and Crits. I hope that you enjoy your stay as a wisp in this channel. And as I was saying, since all S endings are canon, except maybe Kahara's, it is like the only debated S ending. We know that one, Darcy successfully revived. Darcy successfully revived the god. Of course, we know that because we are playing Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. Enki found enlightenment, and Ragnavaldr not only killed all of the monsters in the dungeon, but took out Moonless with him. Why we think that Kahara's ascending didn't happen is because he is the only character that would have been able to take the girl to become the god of Fear and Hunger without actually fucking up with the canon that we have in Fear and Hunger Termina. Why is that? Because we actually see signs of both Enki, Ragnavaldr, and Darcy throughout the entire game. For example, the Skim Bibles. The Skim Bibles have been written by Enki, who is now enlightened and cool, and is also married to me. And, well, of course, Legada is alive and kicking, so obviously Darcy had something to do with that. And we see Moonless. So Moonless is alive, and since Ragnavaldr, it's canon that he does get her out of the dungeon. It means that he must have also gotten his S ending. Hey, I am a Fear and Hunger freak. This is what you get for indulging me. Also, shit, I forgot that these two are afraid of, like, very similar things. Either way, gasoline canister, go! Ah, shit, she doesn't have a wrench. Glass shards, go! It's not like it can do anything because I'm pretty sure that you don't have eyes. Actually, forget that. Let's throw an ornament lantern. No, let's actually equip this before I die. No! We're not selling baby girl! Because she became the god of Fear and Hunger. That is canon, obviously, since we can summon baby girl. We can dedicate our studies to baby girl. I love my baby girl. She is my baby, and I love her. Shit, please don't cut her arm. Please don't cut her arm. Oh, thank God. I'm sorry, Abella. You got the worst of both worlds. Either way. So Dawes is more than likely long dead, despite Legod being the Yellow King. I mean, Legod didn't give a shit about Dawsey. We don't know what happened to Dawsey after she revived Legod, but most likely she didn't meet a very nice end. Because let's face it, Legod would sell her for a pack of raisins. He does not give a shit. Stop trying to kill Abella! Either way, I think that we are done with this. Oh, I go. Mouth one. Annabella. I mean, technically this battle is already over, but let's have you do something cool. Mouth 2. Also, we call Adan's Macabre, which is one of the best abilities that you can have for Osa. In my last playthrough, we actually did the little text journey that Osa has, because you can actually play almost the entirety of Fear and Hunger regular as Osa on a little like mini text adventure at the prologue. In fact, we actually are able to collect well, obviously we have Nashra right on our ear telling us what to do, but also the reason why I said that the Crow Molar is alive is because the Crow Molar can kill you if you do the text adventure. Perhaps you had solved the case earlier of him. Hey. I don't really know much about Babs' story, but I always kill him because it is like my gut reaction. I mean, if they tell me that the Bremen are basically... Oh my god, wait, this is the workshop! This is the workshop, yay! I have never used any of her abilities, so this is actually new for me, but we are in the workshop! Your favorite character? He is... I guess he's cool. I haven't actually gotten his entire story, so I wouldn't be able to really gauge how cool he is. But here's the thing. If you tell me that a character is Nazi-coded or is part of the Nazi army, whether they are a spy or not, I am killing them on sight. God. Okay, so, no, actually, go back, don't worry about me, don't worry about it. I don't want to fight you without a full party, actually. Ah! Stay away from me! Stranger danger, stranger danger! Let's just run. I don't remember what Dawn tells me when we do the, Wait, what the fuck? Are we locked into a battle? Fuck me! Yeah, he's the only character that's smart enough to actually... actually try and use his gun as soon as somebody tries to attack him. Because let's be real. Shit. Osa, you didn't lose any body parts, did you? I did give you the armed guards for a reason. Yeah, Bab is a spy. I know that. But when I first knew him, I didn't know that. And if I see a Nazi, I kill a Nazi. That is just how I do. Either way, unfortunately for Pav, Marco is way more OP than him. Have you seen those fists? So, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to hear about Pav's super epic quest to defeat the Kaiser, I'll always choose to go for Marco. And also Olivia. Shit! Abella! Ah, well, it's just an arm. Man, I really wish that we had some sort of salmon snake soul. I know that you can get it from a random drop, but it is so difficult. Yeah, so that's the fun of it, is that Marco can actually just kill people by just using his fists, because his fists are actually the best weapon in game. He doesn't need to do anything else. Also, I am using Paramount's trick because La Danse Macabre actually makes it so that your magical attacks get buffed over time. It is such a good ability. Yeah, he is one of the best non-Moonscorch contestants. And that is saying a lot. Because very few contestants are difficult to kill when they are not Moonscorched. Of course, we've got... I don't know if Caligula is actually harder to kill. Moonscorch or non-Moonscorch. But I'm going to say that non-Moonscorch is more difficult. Well, we are cooked. Perhaps me trying to explore every nook and cranny would be this round's killer. Because I shouldn't have come here without a full party. Should we kill ourselves, actually? It may be a good idea to kill ourselves and go back here. Rust-colored apparel. By the way, if you didn't know, if you get the soldier's picture and you talk to the, not the tainted one. The other one. The one that sort of looks like Kahara, but isn't actually Kahara. Hello, Leo. Welcome. Yes, I am live. Hello. Goulash, also. Oh yeah, you need to actually have, like, more affinity with rare. Aw, you would have rated? Dang it. That's okay. That's okay. Ballistic shield. You know, that would have been very, very good before the battle with the Rontiel. Caligula is a bum, and rightly so. He's barely got better stats than a high villager. Huh! Here I thought that he would actually be hard to kill because, you know, he's from the Mafia. Ah! No! Rontiel! At least maybe he should have had a coolest gun, but I guess that we cannot really ask for much when it comes to that guy. Anyway, I think that we're cooked, gang. I think that we are not getting out of this one. It was my fault for getting too greedy. Do you think that we can actually hit a headshot with the wrench toss? Holy shit, we could! Hey, give me your head. Let's see. Marco is stupidly hard to kill pre-Moonscorch. Let's see. Pav is not that hard. Pav is not that hard. At least it wasn't that hard for me. But maybe it's because I already had, like, Marina pretty over-leveled. I grinded a lot of day one. Let's see. Who else? Olivia isn't exactly difficult, but she does leave permanent status effects. Osa is actually pretty hard if you don't know how to kill yellow mages. Yeah, Tanaka only is hard. Tanaka only is hard if you allow Marco to train him for the second day. Once the second day starts, not only he is stronger, but he also has battle experience because Marco starts training him. So you know, he's like a mini Marco. Oh wait, give me the Eagle Brass key. Man, I'm a little bit sad that Abella doesn't have an arm anymore, but I don't want to waste an old god sigil on her. I feel so bad for saying that, but hey. Beggars can't be choosers. You know, his briefcase isn't as bad if you have, like, decent defense. The briefcase does, like, take out a lot, but it isn't, like, harder than a Rontiel. The good thing is that he doesn't slash any of your limbs. The bad thing is that he actually does... blunt damage, and as you know, with Abella's Wrench Toss, when somebody does blunt damage, it actually makes it so that you skip a turn, which can be extremely frustrating. Well, the thing is that I didn't fight Tanaka. I have never fought Tanaka before. I have only seen people fight Tanaka. Why? Because one, I love Tanaka. Why would I ever want to fight him? And two, I always allowed him to get killed by needles, or accidentally got him killed by needles. Because I know there's a special tile that you can go through that doesn't trigger the cutscene. But either way, he died by needles, and I was able to actually get the debuff needles battle, which is actually a game saver when you enter the city early on. Because needles at full force is actually very formidable. Yes, Blue Bile! Who is worse? Okay, Abella. How many? Oh god. How many old god ritual circles do we have? Because I have already spent 2 with healing with Sylvian. But I have some pretty good circles that I haven't used yet. I haven't used the basement one. I am saving that one for when I get Binushka. So that I can get a beautiful, beautiful Pinecone Pig. Which, by the way, is the most OP item in the game. No, I will not accept any other comments about it because it is, once more, the best weapon in the game. Not the best weapon, the best accessory. Either way, as I was saying, I also want to save the one that's right beside the villagers because then we can get to the deeper forest, and the deeper forest actually has some very good stuff. And we also get Olivia's doppelganger. So that's another head for us. I don't think that we have the sewer winch to be able to go to the city through the sewers. Which is sad. Because that place... Wait. Oh, hello, Ratkin. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Hi. No. Aww. A rat king seems to awkwardly start a fight with you. I don't want to kill you. You look so pathetic. But I guess if you do want to die, that is not a tail. Pretty sure that's not a tail, but it's okay. If you want to die, I'll give you the sweet release of death. Thank you, Saribot, for your hard work. Honestly, I just got into the sewers to see if I can get some good healing items. Let's go, Oza. Yum yum. Poor Radkin. I'm so sorry, Radkin. I was aiming for the head. Why didn't I kill the head? Oh. Oh. Either way, let's solve his head. Yippee. Hey. You know what heads are for. This is a game where taking heads is a vital game mechanic. I can't just leave the poor guy to die with a perfectly good head for trading. It would just be cruel. It would be a waste. Hello, neighbor. Goodbye, neighbor. I love neighbors as characters in terms of character design, but oh my god, I do not have the life to fight a neighbor. Oh, hello there, sir. I am actually kind of tempted to reset, just because we are so cooked in terms of health. First of all, these ones on the sewers actually have a chance to become passive, but it only has a chance, unlike the ones in the barracks that actually are confirmed and they will not attack you once you call their bluff. But these ones only have like maybe a 50-50 chance of becoming passive. What? Oh my god, wait. I mean, do we just die? Although it doesn't have an arm, we don't have any healing items. And technically, we only entered the rare dimension to just get a blue vial, which we spent almost immediately. Give me something! Lucky coin down. And the fact that we actually... he actually gave us something. Well, if there's a hack in here, we might actually die to her. We are not in good health at all. Force the gate open. Attack! Attack! Everyone attack the door! And you pocket glass in him before one tapping him. Oh! I'm so used to Marco gameplay, I was wondering why you weren't just one-tapping him to the chest. Yeah, Marco is one of the easiest playthroughs, I believe, because of his very, very good attack when he just uses his hands. But yeah, no, Osa, unfortunately, since he cannot use any firearms, it means that we are sort of cooked when it comes to actually getting stuff done and one-tapping enemies. Also, he doesn't have those guns. Oh, there's a neighbor. You know what? Let's see if we can actually just evade neighbor. I don't know if we can get to the sewer treatment plant from here, because there is a puzzle that we have to do before we can actually get to the sewer treatment plant. But I believe that this should lead us to the main entrance of the sewer treatment plant, or at least the main entrance of the sewers. Also, we've got an ad in 1 minute, so if you want to either take a small break to stretch or to... Oh, hello, rats. I love you, rats. To take a break, stretch, grab a drink, grab something to snack on, or or go to the bathroom, feel free to do so. In the meantime, I'll probably die to this funny little guy. Shit. Come on, Bella. Hey, wait, no, this is Osa. The rat had made me laugh, and ironically, fighting her move is just summoning a single rat. Wait, you didn't get more rats? I think that it's RNG related because I actually got at least 3 to 5 rats whenever I fought the rat hag. But honestly, I love the rat hag. She is so iconic. No! Appella! Oh my god. Look at that. You know what? Let's die. Life isn't worth living if Avella isn't with us to short circuit. Oh my god, what is that? But yes, Rat Hag is one of the most iconic characters. I love her. She is so funny. Either way, we are back to where we came from. Meaning, Tanaka unfortunately will have to die. Again. Oh wait, I forgot to take Abella with me. That would have been a very quick run and Abella? Sweet girl. Indeed, Mosi Mosi. Hello. Waka Flocka Fool. I'm gonna call you Fool. But hello, how are you? This evening, afternoon? It's already 7 p.m. for me, so I guess it's evening now. Let's tag along. Yeah, let's not go to the rare dimension to get our ass kicked. That was a very stupid idea. Also, again, we have already used one Sylvian circle to heal Abella from an amputated arm. Ugh, man, I miss having Olivia, either as a member or half her soul, because we could loot so much healing items from here. Also, did you know if you don't kill the woodsman and you instead choose to hide in here? So like if you jump down and you wait and the woodsman and Tanaka are still alive, you can actually get a cutscene where the woodsman actually throws Tanaka's body away. And he throws it to the the thingamajig, the well, that word. That's a well. Either way, it is very funny, and of course there's always gotta be something like that in Fear and Hunger. I miss, you know what? I miss, I miss Nazura's little quips. They're always funny. I'm equipping him again. By the way, I was so sad when I learned that if you equip Nasra but you weren't Osa, then you wouldn't be able to actually listen to him ramble and have his little YouTube commentary on the side while you go on your epic adventure throughout the outskirts of Termina. I was so sad because I loved having Nasra as a party member on the first Fear and Hunger. Oh, I haven't looted here. Egg. Goodbye, sir. Oh, come on, shut the fuck up. There are no enemies here. I've already murdered the 2 dogs. Oh, but we could see Ikiturso. We could say hello to Ikiturso. Yeah, it's in here. Hello, Ikiturso. Is it time yet? I don't know, girl. Time for what? I wait for Minushka. What? You never saw Ikiturso? Don't wake me again, worm. God, I love him. You never saw Ikiturso? It's Ikiturso! Anyways, you have now met him, it's Ikiturso. Now that we have said hello to Ikiturso, we can actually go back and witness once more the death of our goat and our king, Mr. Tanaka. The Ikiturso are just creatures who worship Binushka. And if you know, then you already know that Vinushka, as all of the old gods, have already left the earth because they thought that humans were lame and weren't worth their time. Honestly, I get it. But yeah, Ikiturso is just an extra character that you can find, but if you interact with them for a second time, after defeating the fairy enemy, then you can actually see the Ikiturso get murdered. And and you will trigger another battle with the fairy guy. And you'll actually be able to kill him and loot his weaponry. But that's just like an extra scene, if you want that. And I miss being with Marina. Her engraved feature is so good. Because we got already the skin Bible, the small things amulet, we would actually be able to maybe do something about these fucking doors. Either way, attack! Wrench toss! Also, there's apparently more of the Ikiturso. The Ikiturso isn't just this one guy, but it's also a whole species of creatures that worship Binushka. Honestly, I am glad to have seen an Ikiturso. They look fun. Their design is very cool. Sea ration! Oil and duct tape. Let's see. Ah, Tanaka. Your sacrifice will always be remembered. You can also do this. Fuck you! I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time with killing Needles. You know, maybe let him starve a little. Let him see on the consequences of his actions. I love the extra characters in the game, like the Goldbros. Yeah, the Goldbros are actually so terrifying. Oh my god! What the? gonna discard the fucking artificial soul. I'm going to give it to this bitch. Wait, what would it be better? I wanna hear Nashra's little fun commentary. I don't wanna give up the, I guess I could give her, yeah, this. The, Shield of the Fool. By the way, we did kill Karen, so we have her ability already. Also, yeah, that's why I'm keeping him there for a little bit. Let him reflect on what he did. To our beautiful, beautiful man Tanaka, who didn't do anything wrong ever in his life, and who was noble till the very end. I think that the only way that we can actually advance the game is to go get the key and then sleep, because then we can actually talk to the gentleman. By the way, in popular opinion, but I really don't like Henrik. I really, really don't like Henrik. And his Moonscorch into the gentleman just pisses me off. Either way, since I have played a Bella as well, I think that it made me biased, because he is actually extremely close to a Bella. But even when you talk to him as a man, he would be constantly talking about a Bella's body, and it makes me really uncomfortable. It tickles me knowing the only way he shows up in the city after getting trapped is probably spending a full night pushing the box forward enough for him to crawl through. Yeah. That's why we let him suffer. That's what happens when you kill fan favorite Tanaka. I should actually draw Tanaka. I have drawn Osa, Marina, Enki. And I have drawn Karen, but I didn't publish it. I should definitely draw Tanaka. Though, hopefully, if Miro ever decides to actually add him as a playable character, he will 100% be the first character I play, if he ever doesn't expand the roster. Hello! Please give me your key. Let's turn this on. God, you're loud. Yeah, wait, let's just get, like, the starting items. Ooh! Oh, yeah, playing a Bella is actually so infuriating. Poor girl probably... Like, let's think about it. Poor girl probably had to deal with piece of shit like men like that for her entire life. And it is 1942. Nobody gives a shit if she is being catcalled or mistreated at all, because she is a woman. And yeah, I have actually gotten some really gross cutscenes playing a Bella. By the way, do not ever sleep in the Major's Manor if you're playing as a Bella before day 2. Yeah, Caligula, I believe that he is one of the most universally hated characters in the entire series. Like, Henrik has fans. Pat has fans. All of the morally gray characters have fans, except for Caligula. Nobody likes Caligula. But yeah, Henrik was actually a piece of fucking work, and the first thing that I did when playing as Isabella was kill him in the Mayor's Manor, because you are not going to talk to me like that when we are in the middle of an apocalypse. Slaughter is actually interesting despite how vile he is, like watching a car crash. Yeah. Okay, I guess we can now kill, Needles. I think he has suffered enough. Wait, where the fuck is he? I don't remember. I'm sorry, Needles. I don't remember where you are. It's not because I don't like you, but it's also because I don't like you. Oh, there he is. Hello, Needles. Oh, it reset. Oh, we know what to do, everyone. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, fuck you. Ah, shit. Already? Damn! Shit! Oh, thank fucking God, Abella, I love you so fucking much. Also, Henrik, even though he is kind of good, like, Henrik is a kind of good character. But here's the deal. Abella, on the long run, is not only more useful, but also, she doesn't poison everyone else in the third night. Hell yeah. Fuck you. This is for Tanaka, you bitch! Yeah, first round coin flip is wild. Anyways, let's get that. Let's get that thing, and let's actually use the dirty toilet paper. Because then we are going to need to use the green herbs on him anyway. So we may as well. And hey, we didn't need to use a light blue vial, which is great for us. Nice. This is for Tanaka, you bitch! There you go. But hey, Tanaka's body also isn't here. Weird. Oh, and also Chognar is a bitch to fight. You cannot reason with Chognar like you can the gentleman. Because I have passively won the gentleman's riddles. Honestly, I can feel bad for Henrik since his only real bias is that he's a misogynist pig. Otherwise, he tries to be careful and is pathetic to an extent. Yeah, that's like the thing. Like, everyone is more or less like morally gray. Oh, hello there, sir. You made it out alive. I take it you found the key for the syndicates. Yeah, so what? It's mine. Fuck off. Oh yes, that's the one with the eagle. Good, good. I would have gotten it myself. But you never know what lurks in the deeper depths of the soil. Girl, you're a Bremen soldier. You should at least know. Also, what the fuck? You had a gun. Abella's best attack is the wrench toss. And I cannot use firearms. You know how useful you would have been on the needle side? I think that you're just a lazy bum that didn't want to get his hands dirty. Besides, the festival is only at its beginning. I don't want to do anything too risque just yet. Okay. How about you cover up? How about you cover up those tits? Now I know you can be a reasonable person, so would you please open those city gates? We don't have the other. So be calling you later. Oh, is that all bad? Why did the pretty man with the half-unbuttoned shirt try and talk us into opening the gates when we don't even have all of the keys? Stone must be a big part of the big reason Bremen army wanted to occupy this area so badly. Yeah, you're probably right. 100. Oh well. I love a Bella. Also, let's eat. I think that we deserve some good grub after killing Needles and avenging our beautiful, beautiful boy. Uh, Honestly, here's the good thing about Fear and Hunger Termina, and it's that it isn't complete yet. So, most likely Miro would just update. Well, he is already updating. We have gotten the pictures, the photos for Don and for Marco, which I loved. I actually almost cried when I saw Dan and his fiance's picture. They were so happy together. Either way, since he is working on the backstories, he is also preparing more areas. He will most likely turn out a big update, probably by the end of the year, or maybe even earlier. We could get a Summer of Fear and Hunger release, but he has said that he does want all of the contestants to be playable. And that would be interesting to play as. For Henrik, I don't really know because his character description says that the poor guy doesn't have any remarkable talents other than being rich. Yes, it is unfortunately confirmed. What? No. We can wait for the store to open tomorrow, especially since we're going to sleep. Yes. Stitches is Don's fiance, Elise. And Needles is Dan's father-in-law, the Baron Dutch. It has already been confirmed because if you actually, one, get the, I believe it's a C ending, and two, play as Don and do medical inspection on both Stitches and Needles, it can actually say as a dialogue option that he actually recognizes them. He's just in denial. And also, sulfur cultists need to be sacrificed and died so that they can actually be reborn as the people that we see today. So Perkele is actually sulfur cultist, and that's why he has like the half blue, half skin colored face. That's sort of like the cool card for sulfur cultists. And also, as you can see, Needles and Stitches also have the cultists' marks. But there is a debate of whether or not actually Elise entered the sulfur cult willingly. Tanaka! Because it does say that Baron Von Dutch actually sacrificed his daughter and then sacrificed himself. And it seemed like there was either a struggle. So it could have been actually something that ended up happening. And Elise actually was either willingly sacrificed and became a cultist, or she was sacrificed by her father unwillingly. And the interesting thing is that all of the sulfur cultists are bald, except for Elise. She actually does have hair, and the hair is stitched on. So it seems like she is actually very self-conscious about her image right now. So that's sort of like the theory that people have. Found it really interesting that Dom being emotionally dead and empty made him a perfect vessel for a pocket cat. And here's the thing, his soul type is perfect for pocket cat. And pocket cat feeds off of not only the misery of other people, but the misery of its host. Don's life has been just an endless tragedy, and he has a vacant soul. which means that he is a perfect vessel. And compared to the current Pocket Cat, which is a child diddler, Dan is actually currently sex repulsed due to his experience as the child of two bunny mask cultists. He has a lot of sexual trauma, and as such, the current Pocket Cat, which is in here, would be the perfect tormentor for Dawn. Which only fuels the Pocket Cat succession cycle even more. It is actually theorized that this Pocket Cat was actually one of the victims of the last Pocket Cat in Fearing Hunger 1. I have no time to waste with you, Perkele. Oh yes, please. Please, let's get on with your businesses here. First of all, the Hexen. Yeah, Sylvian cultists are still around, as well as Grogroth cultists. Pheromones. Pheromones aren't really that. I really want to get Benushka. Either way, Rod? Can I get mastery over Bourbon? Yes, okay. But let's actually do this well. We have Persuade. Lockpicking would be really, really good. La Danse Macabre. Meditation, Spice Forge. Meditation is actually really good. Going to get Meditation. Or Osa. Think that Persuade might be good for Abella, but I don't know. Rot is a very good attack, and Osa is sort of made so that he actually can have the best. Oh, this is for everyone. So, I would like to learn Rod. Yes, Osa, because he is the one that's most equipped. I like to save. There still are bunny masks and wolf masks. 100. Like, not only they're still there, but we actually got some lore about the mask cultists that worshipped the god of the depths before she died. Which are the horse masks, which I thought was super cool. Horses are actually sometimes related to death and decay due to how fragile their bodies are. And of course, we got the owl masks, which are my favorite type of mask cultist so far. Pocket Cat is going to be this game's everlasting evil. Mirella said that maybe he is already drafting the story for Fear and Hunger. And to be honest, given that Pocket Cat is actually a servant of one of the elder gods, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually ended up just like always being there. Especially because the elder gods are always going to be here. They are the sort of like the thread or the unifying force that the Fear and Hunger universe relies upon. So, Binushka, Rare, the sun god that we still don't know, Sylvian and Grogroth. Those 5 is 6-ish because there is actually the implication that there is a sixth elder god. Oh wait, the god of the depths, obviously. And the sun god that we don't know about. But those 6 are basically just the basis of this entire world. Without them, the world wouldn't exist, and even though they have already abandoned this world, their traces are what's keeping this world alive. We do kill Rare in this game, though. Actually, Rare, you never kill any of the old gods in the Fear and Hunger games. We only kill their traces. We only kill some of the traces that they left behind when they abandoned the Earth. Rare and the sun are already gone. What we are seeing are basically like husks that they shed. Just like how the sulfur god is the husk and the shedding of Olmir. But yeah, the old gods are always there. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded within. And sleeping, are we? Yes, we are sleeping. Unfortunately for us. Nostra. We do need to sleep. Hello. We already know about the circle. Never mind. I would really love to get Marina. So that we can actually get her backstory by going to the orphanage or the church. Why? Because since I have played Marina for my first playthrough, I never got any dialogue for her story. Aside from the comments and the group chat that we had with other characters. Well, either way, Avila, let's come along. And let's get that second. You know, here's the thing. Olmir, even though he is technically Jesus, he's like a Jesus that fucks and kills and does drugs. He is very violent. And that is something that is very interesting, considering that technically our Jesus would be more like the hippie, sanitized version of Olmir. And the fact that they think that Olmir is actually merciful and super nice, instead of like seeing him for like the very fucked up person he was, is very interesting. We do know that Olmir eventually did shred his hatred and all of his negative thoughts after Ascension, but that's what created Sulfur, and Sulfur is Satan. Also, hello, Karen Body. I did kill Karen. Not because I dislike her, but because her abilities are amazing. And also maybe because I dislike her. I just don't like how bitchy she is on the first arc. And since this is a battle royale game and I still don't know which ending I'll get, I may as well go on and kill one of the easiest contestants. I know that these are easy hits, but I do feel bad. Hello. I'm sorry, I don't want to kill you, I actually do feel bad. Hello, Crow. Caw. I think that I have already pacified both of the guys in here. Caw. Hello. Is that in afternoon? Is that in afternoon 1? I think that he's in afternoon 1, but he's only a temporary. I believe that he is only a temporary recruit in afternoon 1. But still, let me check if he is actually recruitable right now. Yeah. Then again, we don't know if Olmir actually ascended in the dungeons. Oh yes, there he is. Hello! That's why I didn't kill this one, because you can kill this one very quickly. Seems to be lost in his thoughts. Nice to see you again, Dad! This poor bastard. He's a real mixed bag of symptoms. Yeah. His body seems to be going through a metamorphosis of some kind. On one hand, it looks like a severe radiation burn. Parts of the body look to suffer from frostbite, and overall he is in a state of severe hypothermia. Yeah, that's why he lit up the fire. Aren't I such a nice person? You should come along with me. His little cigarette pose. Oh, fuck. Never seen anything like it. Peculiar little bugger. There are actually more like him outside. Have you seen that? Yep, the slums are filled with the sick. On a more positive note, it doesn't seem to spread via physical contact or through air. But maybe it's too early to say that we'd be exactly safe from it. Who were you, anyway? There were so many new faces at the train that I couldn't bother to memorize each and every single name. Why don't you introduce yourself first, young man? Fair enough. My mother called me Dan, and my father called me Danielle. So it's anyone's guess which one is the real name. I mean, isn't Dan just shorter for Danielle? It could be just like regional changes to the same name with the same root. I'll call you Dan, though. This mess requires further study, so I'll have to check out the nearby slums again. Of course, let's go, Dan. Let's go to an adventure. Let's try to avoid confrontation out there. Things don't seem right. Whatever is causing these symptoms in their bodies also seems to affect their mind. That is true. Let's see what abilities Dan has right now. Also, did he know that Oza actually has buffed health, which is great? He actually has 120 health. Dan doesn't, unfortunately, but hey, I'll give him a pass. Oh wait, let me see your skills. See, he has Analyze and Magna Medicinal. So what happens with Magna Medicinal is that you can actually sacrifice your own limbs to revive someone. So, for example, when you want to recruit Levi, you want to let him die. And then you will use Magna Medicinal to revive Dan, to revive Levi. Hopefully, once you have either a Salmon Snake Soul or equipment that will not have you lose any limbs. And once that happens, Levi will not only be revived, but he will not have any status effects, including his crack cocaine withdrawal. Nice, let's go! Hello! I gouged my eyes out, but I still see the green hue. Green hue devours everything. What's going on here? Can't just quit. We tried it, but it won't stop. I really feel so bad for these people. And should have the ability to take his shirt and never put it on again. Oh my gosh. But what? You're the ones who survived! Honestly, I don't know if Dan will be as attractive without his shirt on as he is with his shirt on. I think that the poor man probably is just all skin and bones from how absolutely wrecked his life is. You see, here's the funny thing. Usually my style is very cutesy, but I do like drawing Fearing Hunger from time to time. And sometimes I think that it would be very funny if I just yassified every character, cutified them even. The moon scorched this land. It scorched us too. God damn it, why are you all hungry? But also, fun fact, you can actually get Shambara. You can get a Shambara boss fight if you sacrifice a crow to the incomplete circle. Like, alright. What's going on here, crawling? Hello, sir. What's going on here? Hey, baddies are hard to come by in this game. The best looking girl is wheelchair bound because Sylvian doesn't like her. Hey. You saying that Abella isn't a body. That, I don't like Darcy. That Karen isn't a body. And that every single girl in this game isn't a body is actually insane. No, sure, girl. Also, by the way, always remember to get the Shield of the Four. It is one of the best defense items in game. If you are using another worldly equipment. Maybe just leave. But yeah, if you give head guy the heads, then this guy actually gives you a very good shield, which is the Shield of the Four, and it works really, really well for otherworldly defense. Man, I wish I had mastery over Berman. Such a good thing. Either way, hello! Plated lip, hanging eyelids, comb my face. Indeed. All of these rats will talk to you and give you items. That's why I want mastery over vermin. It's kind of like mastery over insects. But you get a lot more funny dialogue. It's no use, you know. Time will come when one of us has to die. What do you mean? There's no escaping it. I've seen many try and resist. Most of those suffered a fate worse than mine. Thank you for your wisdom, sir. Yep, that's the plan. See you later, Dan. I'll recruit you later. I'll give my credits to Avila weighing like 140 pounds and overpowering Caligula very moment. He is the moment. He is an icon, and I think that we should respect her a lot more. Because honestly, with how much shit she has gone through, when it comes to being absolutely hounded by every man who sees her, I'm pretty sure that she knows some very cool and sick self-defense things. And that is so girl boss of her. Also, as a party member, she is actually the best. She is objectively the best option to recruit. I'm sorry, Henrik fans, but her short circuit ability is amazing. And also, she doesn't get electrocuted. By the way, if you learn short circuit as an ability, even if you're a Bella, the protagonist, there is a probability that you will get electrocuted. Just 2 non-contestant hits? Damn. Oh yeah. Yes, give me soul shards. Self-defense probably begins and stops at overhead swing from the monkey wrench, and clearly it works. Absolutely. Also, her wrench toss attacks, it is amazing. Still won't happen now. Very well. Do you have your wrench? Anyway, let's talk to Abella. We haven't actually talked to anyone for a while. I have electric lights here. I'd hate to explore this cellar in total darkness, even without the horrors that lurk outside. Well, Abella, not everyone has the privilege of having modern electricity in 1942. Are we? We're good. But yeah, Osa has increased health, which is great. Some of the male characters do. Probably because they actually fought wars and are more resilient due to that, since women weren't still being recruited for wars at the time. Wait, what? No, I want to go to the Major's Manor. Shit. Because the gentleman should have spawned already. And now that we don't have needles, we don't have to worry about that. Marco's just so big. Yeah. Also, he was part of the mafia. The Italian mafia, nonetheless, and those guys were insane. Also, hello, please give me your head. French toss his chest. Kill. There we go. Perfect. Give me your head. Ooh, and a small key. Don't mind if I do. Many people for speedruns actually have used Marco just because he is so OP with just the minimal equipment. He really doesn't need much to complete a run successfully. Especially if you're doing like ending B or ending A. Now we're back. I have always wondered if the gentleman actually has different dialogue. if you play as Bella and encounter the gentleman. Dude, we are just so good at this game. Osa is just undeniably this game's protagonist. Newcomer, newcomes. Then the new goes. Just in time for dinner. Sit down. Sit down. The quest is actually kind of easy. You just don't have to be very direct about stuff. Newcomer, isn't it peaceful here? Glad to see you're not a complete loony yet. Unlike those others. You saw those people, didn't you? One can only wonder what happened to the folks around these spots. Absolutely. They've drifted far from humanity. Only thing they seem interested in is scavenging the scraps around the old town. How am I to have in-depth discussions with them? I want to talk about poetry, music, and culinary arts. What happened here? We are in the same boat here, my friend. I don't have the answers. I heard the Bremen military meddled with something. Some say the moonlight scorched this earth into something unrecognizable. And the townfolk say it's always been this way. Newcomer, you haven't touched the food yet. These are rare delicacies. You can only find them I've traveled from afar just to experience them. Will this be censored though? I have the censor pack for streaming this on Twitch, but still, I want to know. Pick these, for example. Don't they look absolutely delicious? Use your imagination. Food can be as inspiring as the highest forms of painted art for the most complicated musical arrangements. Hey. What comes to your mind when you look at these dangling beauties? Meatballs, kidneys, embryos, cotton candy. I would say, they're kidneys, are they not? Aside from, wink. Duality of the mind is too pretentious. He won't like this, but I usually go for kidneys. I understand where you're coming from, but you don't need to look at them so literally. Let's see, yes. Just a tip is censored. Okay. What about this little squabby thing? What comes to your mind? Your antlers. Nah, they're not nearly pointy and erect enough. I would instead say that this is a local sausage. In a way, yes, it requires extraordinary amounts of time to cook. However, boil it for too long and it will be too chewy. This one's my favorite. It's a mushroom. Just an ordinary mushroom. And mushrooms remind me of rainy days. I can see that. You can still smell the damp forest floor. I don't know about you, but I'm full. Thank you for the company. From what I understand, you are needed in the city. I don't have the key, however. I have one last question. Do you support the Bremen army? Are you a man of Kaisers, so to speak? No, fuck the Nazis! Haha, yes, you have my support. Here, the key is yours. Yippee! Please be discreet. I do not wish to start trouble with the Kaiser. Do not mention my part in this. Okay, bye-bye, Mr. Gentleman. I will come for your head later. Yeah, wait, as you can see, I have already spent the old god sigilling here because Abella got an arm amputated by the decrepit priest. Can we turn on the lights? No, we don't have any matches. But yeah, this is why I actually do prefer to recruit Abella, because you can actually get the brass key passively through the gentleman. You don't have to fight him or anything. And you also get short circuit. And also recipes. The recipes that you get from MasterChef, even though they're good, maybe if you're going like the full if you're going like the full battle royale thing where you actually fight everybody, and maybe you are in massa mode, it may be useful, but for me it isn't really that useful. Ah shit, I forget, you cannot pray to the new gods. The new gods are gone. Sacrifice non-contestant heads because the first head is for a pocket cat. Ask and thou shalt receive. Thank you, sir. Honestly, I love that soul stones are a far easier item to get in this Fearing Hunger. In the first Fearing Hunger, it was actually very difficult to get all soul stones, especially if you were doing Ragnarvalder S ending. Meat pie for everyone. Honestly, I wish that we could actually divide the meat pie into parts because it is actually one of the least effective ways of using food items, but I guess Miro really likes his meat pies. Yeah, but I guess it all depends. You see, green herbs are very abundant here, but mind restoring items like alcohol are not available as easily as they were on the first game. In fact, if you actually get enough, Omir, like enough favor from Omir, you are able to do the Jesus glitch or the Jesus loop, in which you can actually create moldy bread and also get water, turn water into wine. And since this salmon snake's pool has infinite water that you can pick up, you can do the Jesus loop and get a lot of stuff very quickly. Let's talk to Levi. What I do is, so that actually makes the game way easier once you are able to get the Jesus loop going. You also have a lot more OP spells, like for items. For example, the parchment was actually insane. The way that you could just go, oh lord, give enlightenment for a free save, or oh lord, give so and so soul. You could actually skip a lot of boss battles if you got enough empty scrolls and parchment. Hello. I think that with this one we can just do pyromancy trick. Wait, we have guard plus? What the fuck is guard plus? Anyway, pyromancy trick. Ah shit, I forgot the wrench toss. That's pitiful. But yeah, no, I will not use a small key. That's wasting stuff. But yeah, I think that these have like different types of, I don't want to say like difficulties, but it definitely has like different niches that you have to learn. Of course, if you talk about like actual factual difficulties, this one has easy air mode, which of course will give you an easier time. Just because, well, it is an easier mode. In the first Fearing Hunger, you only had two difficulties, which was, no, three difficulties, which was Fearing Hunger, Terror and Starvation, and Hard mode. And Terror and Starvation is harder than Fear and Hunger mode in here, but definitely way less difficult than Massa mode. Oh Lord, give me Vicodin. Oh Lord, give Vicodin. Oh Lord, give crack cocaine. 7 male strippers and make sure that all of them are black, or else I cannot see the cocaine on them. No fucking way. Seriously, I'm not gonna waste I'm not gonna waste a key on you. You're fucking insane if you think I'm gonna waste a key on you. Meat pie. But yeah, food items are way more abundant in here than they are in Fear and Hunger. But equipment is also less abundant. And also... Hello, sir! Do you want some heroin? Are you okay? I see. Is there anything I can do? Here. I'll give you some heroin, so... You need at least Marco or a kerosene can to break the wood door. No, actually, the wood doors from the older town can be broken with just 2 party members. I have done so before. But these are reinforced wooden doors, so you need at least 3 party members. Or Marco. Feeling all that well. Would it be okay if I came with you for a while? Okay, Levi. Don't worry. Oh, look at that. He looks so pathetic when he runs. I love him. Yeah, the nice wood doors actually do take more. Either way. Nossophobia. I don't know what nossophobia is. Do I have the Book of Fears? I don't think so. Athomia, Cold Cream Was, Skin Bibles, Combat Manual, more Skin Bibles. By the way, the Skin Bibles were written by Enki, my goat. Either way. Did you know that Ron Shambara, aka the Tormented One, continued writing poetry? Like, look at that. I love when a man follows his passions. Yes, I do know the depth spots. There are multiple ones, but I wanted to play as vanilla as I could, even though I do know some glitches. Then again, what is a Fear and Hunger game without depth spots and glitches that Miro hasn't bothered to patch? New Poems of Love and Torment by Ron Shambara. The book contains age-old writings of the famed poet Ron Shambara. This book concentrates on the latter half of his lifetime production. Poem 1, The Blackened Heart. Stakes are high. You are awesome also. Live your lie and play with my blood torso. Who would believe all your tries to blacken my name that crow as a prize? They say that a tear only dries, so I want to see the day even Grogroth cries. They will come know disdain as the cruel age. They will come know this page as the fourth face. Won't you die? Wink. By the way, this actually gives you the hint of how to actually summon him, so that you actually are able to get the Chains of Torment attack. Yeah, that's one of the early game box bots, and I learned about that because I was actually streaming my first blind playthrough in the Fear and Hunger Discord, and I actually got soft locked. So they taught me about the depth spot so that I would actually be able to do some progress. Levi. Attack. There we go. Oh, so I just needed some of that, okay. Good to know. Either way, there is going to be an ad coming out soon, in about 50 seconds or 1 minute, so feel free to actually stand up, stretch, get a snack, get a drink, go to the bathroom, or whatever else you need. And I will also be taking a small break after this first 2 hours of stream to also get myself something to drink and a snack. So afterwards, I'll just be putting on my little ad break screen, and I hope that you continue to watch after this 3-minute ad break ends, so that we can get another hour without any ad breaks. Oh, but yeah, we actually got the Kasara from one of the loot boxes, and it is one of the best weapons, like the best starter weapons. I actually wanted to do a Kasara only run with a Bella. What the fuck? Who is parkouring? Oh! Do I have legs now? Yes, I have legs! Oh shit. Shit, wait. I wasn't seeing that. Oh! Bobby! Hello, Bobby. Either way, will you look at this? We are finally going to test out our speak thingy-majig. Oh, like. We will attack. The torso, the Bella. Oh wait, no, apparently you're the only one that can talk. Okay. Skills. Talk, a Bella, venture toss. And Levi. Get a nice headshot on him. You have violated the martial law set by the High Priest to the area of Perhival and its surroundings. The law broken. Everyone must stay indoors. The protocol. Use lethal force. I wasn't aware of such laws. I'll do better this time. Ill. You are contaminated. There is no way back anymore. Contaminated? You are one to talk. Sounds unjust. I thought we were all about justice and order. Unjust. You got the Bobby wondering. He seems to be lost in his thoughts. Holy shit! No! What the fuck, dude? Man. Well, at least we slept. So we now only need to, I guess go back. Fuck. Levi. Oh. Well, we're dead. Asa, alas. I'll go get something to drink. Given our untimely death. And I'll see you soon. The Bobby killed us because I forgot that I should always target its arms first. Either way, let's continue. What is fear and hunger, Termina, without a few deaths? Am I right, boys? Excellent. I'm already gonna. Bye, sir. So, yes, mister. I am indeed sleeping. I am an EP guy. Either way, let's go back. I don't know which one would be best. Dan really didn't give us anything other than me knowing his abilities so that I could gauge if it would be best if I had him either as a party member or if I could just take his soul. By the way, I do wonder how hard Dan as a enemy would be. Probably wouldn't be that difficult to kill. His abilities are usually more healing and support related than anything else. By the way, fun fact, when I beat this game with Marina, Osa was my support. Since Marina was my main magic attacker. Then I had Marco, and then I had Abella. That was my winning team for my first playthrough. I honestly didn't kill anybody else aside from Pob. And Tanaka unfortunately died. Oh, I also killed the gentleman for the contestant hat. And I also killed Caligula's Moonscorch form. Oh wait, I know that there is a guy that we haven't killed. Yes, there he is. Give me your head. Yes, I have always liked maining magic attackers. Or just magic users in general. For example, Enki was my first playthrough of Fear and Hunger. Ah, shit. So I was able to actually complete ending A with Enki, Ragnabalder, and Kahara. Kahara was honestly a mistake. I didn't know he was awful as a as a party member. Honestly, if you're going to recruit Kahara, you may as well just kill him for his abilities because he doesn't have anything. My best party was Marco, Olivia, Levi, and Abella. That's also a very nice one. Of course, I wouldn't get Levi unless you do Magna Medicinal. Or you have a shit ton of crack cocaine for him. But honestly, that is a very good team. Especially if you main Marco. Or Olivia. Olivia's also pretty cool. Just due to the fact that you were actually able to get more healing items from her advanced botany ability. Yeah, I just had him pop us them. So true. By the way, this channel does not endorse any consumption of hard drugs unless you are a child soldier from this world's equivalent of Russia in 1942 and you are fighting a battle royale to get a place into an arcane god's good graces. Because, by the way, did you know that Levi is actually a child soldier? And then Poison Hemlock was so goddamn good. Yeah. Hemlock is actually a very common plant here, and that's how I knew already that it was actually poisonous without having to really get advanced botany, but unfortunately these characters do not know that it can actually be a very good poison. And also the other plant, the prickle, or the stinging nettle, the nettle. The nettle is also a common planting here because even though it does cause itchiness, it is an irritant. Nettle. Yes, that's that. Thank you. It is an irritant. It is also very good for medicinal brews. It is very good for an upset stomach. So my grandma had nettle in her garden, and everyone who went to my grandma's house had to obviously get pricked by the poison nettle while we were playing in the garden. Okay, come on, gentlemen. What happens if I say embryos? The beginning and the end of life. I like your way of thinking. Ooh, school. Let's see, yes. Local sausage. A rainy day. Wink. God. It is so funny how the gentleman tries to be all poised and refined, but all of his dishes are sexual innuendos. Irritation actually lowers accuracy because and defense as well, because while you are scratching yourself because you are so itchy, your defense lowers because you cannot use your hands to properly defend yourself. Like, I don't know if you have ever been pricked by poison nettle, but that shit stings. It is absolutely aggravating. But the good thing about RPG Maker games is that it's very easy to data mine them. So you can actually get into the game's files and check what nettle does. Wait, no. I'm going the wrong way. In fact, one of the reasons why we have so much info about the first Fear and Hunger is because there have been people who have data mined the game to death. In fact, Frapolo94, which is a streamer who streamed Fear and Hunger before it became popularized, actually did a patched version of Fear and Hunger 1 that fixed all of the glitches and bugs that the first game had. I think that includes Dungeon Knights. I'd have to check the dev notes. But still, he has been recording a lot of unseen content about the first game. And honestly got punked out of it using it by the major when he just didn't RD took one out of my legs. Yippee! I actually did say, like, in the second dialogue option, like, girl, that's just a dick. That's just a fucking dick. Stop lying to me. Like, at first, the thing seemed normal. It could have been a kidney. The first dish, but that was absolutely somebody's dick and balls. Must my spelling commit suicide? Oh no, it's okay. I understood the joke. Okay. Fun fact, the dingling, that is the second dish that that the guy gives us. It's actually the parasite that made the woodsman go insane. That actually isn't his dick. That's actually a parasite that latched onto his dick. Anyways, let's get the cocaine addict. I know that it's heroin, but I like the meme about the crack cocaine with Princess Celestia. Hello. And Chogner. Yeah. Chogner, I think that as an elephant, as far as I know, not only it's an elephant, but it's also like a reference to the alien in the thing, you know, the parasite. Yes, of course, Levi, come along. Also, let me equip your rifle. Army jumpsuit. Poor guy doesn't have shit. I think that I'm gonna leave you in Perhevel Bob, but in the meantime, have some stuff so that you don't die on the way there. Also, let's give Abella some alcohol. Chogner, I'm pretty sure that Mira, when he talked about it, it was like a representation of like all of the misogyny that Abella faced in her line of work, and how she thinks that if she were a man, she would actually be treated with more dignity. Which then again, it's 1942, so she may not be wrong about that one. What got me into fearing Hunger Games? There was actually a video essay that I saw before the game exploded. After, I don't know who did the playthroughs, but it was a video essay by somebody at around 2020. And I loved just the concept of the first game and how well it just treated cosmic horror and religion. I was enamored by it. And then I, of course, got the first game, I played it, and then I got the second game, and I also played it, and I just fell in love with how great the world building was, how insane it was, how it was Lovecraftian, Kafkian, and also not Kafkian, Kafkaesque, and just was like a very good retelling of European history. Like this sort of alternate, even more fucked up universe that people live in, as well as a reinterpretation of a lot of mainstream religions. Was the door open? Also, I believe that just mostly it was the gods that attracted me to it in the first place. Why? Because I have always been very interested in world religions, and especially when it comes to building a religion for a fictional place. And also the magic systems. I love magic systems. And of course, Enki's route, the Enlightenment route, was one of my favorites. And their interpretation of gods just being a phony is honestly so good. And also, I was so happy when Termina just had like so many overt Majora's Mask references, as Majora's Mask is actually one of my favorite games of all time. So, even though I was there, I got there when the second game was like barely just released. It hadn't had all of the updates yet. I was able to just consume all of the first Fear and Hunger content and play it for myself before I was able to delve through into the sequel. And with all of the extra content that we're getting now, with the current updates that we have for Termina, it is honestly just so cool to see the process of a game being made, especially if you got into the hype only just after the first game got released, so and the last update got released, which I believe was Dungeon Knights. So I wasn't able to like see all of the experimentation for myself. I kind of already knew all of the secrets of Fear and Hunger 1 without being spoiled by video essays or playthroughs or by the Discord, because I am in the Fear and Hunger Discord. One cool thing that I did see on my first playthrough of Fear and Hunger 2 was actually the entrance scene of the Kaiser. I don't know if it had already been discovered yet, but when I was doing my blind playthrough, when I first saw that you could actually get shot by one of the Bremen guards if you stayed looking at the Kaiser for too long and you were too close to it, it was mind-blowing for everyone in the Discord, because it was so pretty early on. Oh my god. God, August is so funny. Hello, sir! In a way, I think that the juxtaposition of religion, government and politics, and just world history, and reinterpretations of how our world would be if maybe our gods were more overtly cruel. Including our guy, Jesus H. Christ. I think that it would just show like, not only how depraved humanity can be, but also how sometimes nature versus nurture as a debate of who exactly we become as people and how good and evil is like represented can sometimes be more of a gray issue that we actually think of. Because like Ragnvaldr is a tormented soul, and he went through a lot, but he still always remained like maybe not conscious, but definitely he did keep his humanity. Also, hello, Sailor Peabody, how are you? Why are you not letting me run? Your attack left arm too. Bella, I need you to equip your... Oh, you have your 5 wrench already. Great. I need you to get left on 1. No, Bella, I need you to wrench toss left on 1. And Levi, you will attack right arm. By the way, I do know that they regenerate, but it is way easier to actually get rid of the Bobby once you take off all of its arms. Also, no, I'm not new to the second game. I'm not a dumping master. I just have already completed the second game. I have completed it with Marina, so now I'm doing a Noza run. Shoot, Levi, shoot! Girl, if you fucking kill Bella. Oh, unfortunately, Sailor Peabody, we are masters of the fear and hunger here. And now I think we can just attack his chest. Levi? I don't know if actually glass shards work with bodies, but hey, they work. There we go. Ooh. Ah! Where did you come from? Where did you go? What? I beat you up so that you wouldn't revive. What is this glitch? Shit, okay. Fuck you. Fuck you, Bobby. We're only 3 people and this guy has cocaine deficiency, so we cannot really fight anybody here. Okay, Marina isn't here yet. I think that she only appears after 2nd day. Either way, let's hail Carrot because holy shit. Those bobbies sure do. Oh, first let's scrap tower. Oh, so. Because holy shit, those bobbies actually hit harder than I remember. Have a blue vial, baby girl. Man. Fortunately, we don't have enough Sylvian points to book of. Holy shit! Let's go! I was saying, Binushka! Anyways, as I was saying, finally we have Binushka, so we can get our beautiful pinecone pick. But our cocaine addict, unfortunately, this is for Ascendant. Don't force the door open. We don't have enough Sylvian points to get healing whispers. And we don't have masturbation either. I guess we could kill dysmorphia to get that ability, but well, we definitely don't have enough power to go through all of the places that we need to go through so that we can get dysmorphia. Wait, pretty sure that Abella doesn't have her wrench. Man, I love Elsa's silly little dance. Dance, magic man, dance. Either way, let's see. Honestly, Nashra, you haven't been as interesting as I remembered you to be in the other Fear and Hunger. You have lost your charm, your spunk. No, force the door open. We have more than 2 party members. I won't waste stuff on you. There you go. Nothing? Nada? Nah? No, not this night in German. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Hello! Hello, Saldebor necklace. I mean, we won't need this until we have a fight with somebody who actually has otherworldly attacks. But anyways, let's go. Let's see. There should be a Bobby in here. But either way, 10 shillings are 10 shillings. Also, I don't know why the Bobby glitched. And now we got double Bobby. Yeah. Now this is one that is actually useful to use. Cloth fragment. By the way, all of these places that seem kind of useless are because Sunterra in starvation mode. You actually need to hide from the moonlight, or else you'll get all fucked up and you'll moon scorch. Dragoon helmet! Holy shit! We're actually getting some good loot in here. Also, let me get you something good. Should I give you a small things? Maybe to counteract the heroin addiction? Yeah, so that you're sort of useful while we have you on the party. But yeah, these places are basically just used so that you're actually able to hide from the moonlight and reset the... Hello, rifleman. Hey! Oh no, okay, Abella. It's a little bit fucked up, but that's okay. Let's see. I don't know where the death mask is going to appear, and that's fucking me up. The last time I got the death mask on the catacombs, and it ruined my run more than once. Hello, Bobby. Goodbye, Bobby. To serve and protect, don't you? To serve and protect. Hello, Mr. Bobby. What is guard plus? By the way. Oh my gosh! Hello! Wow! Welcome! And thank you so much for reading! Here, let me give you a shout out real quick. Shout out. Let's also shout you out through stream avatars. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm just here, 911. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. I am Ghost of the Blanket Variety, and I am a part-time illustrator and full-time hunting expert. Today we are playing Fear and Hunger Termina. I hope that you enjoyed your time here, and if you have to raid and run, feel free to. Make sure that you stretch, grab a drink, grab something to eat, because I know that streaming can be pretty exhausting. Also, oh my goodness, you're playing Hello Kitty Adventure! Ooh, honestly, that game looks so fun. How was the game? Did you meet somebody? I know that there's a mechanic with friendship points. But I don't know anything else about that, but I really want to get it. It's just still pretty out of my budget. Oh my goodness, wait, who am I fighting against? Stefan! Aw, that's cute. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Animal Crossing. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so sweet. That's so sweet of your friend. In honor of your friend, let's kill this Bobby. Stefan! Stefan won the Battle Royale. Congratulations, Stefan. Oh yeah, it's because we were the only wisps left. Ooh, our health doesn't look it so good, boys. Wait, does Abella have... Does Abella has... Okay, she has her wrench toss. Levi, can you, like, heal Abella because she's kind of fucked up, and I don't know if she can handle a hit from Mr. Bobby over here. I only have a light blue pile. I don't want to waste it. Fine. Just for her. Yeah. She definitely wouldn't have been able to handle, she definitely wouldn't have been able to handle a hit with a baton. I'm going to go look after dogs, but I'll be looking. Oh, thank you so much. Please give all of your dogs head scratchers for me. They are so cute. Levi. Shoot! Shoot the man. Please die. Also, it was definitely good to... Oh! Nabella! Oh my god! Where is your wisp? Well, you see, the average is for wisps to have their names hidden so that if somebody is lurking or they want their privacy, their name won't be displayed. But once you get your wisp, you're actually able to give it a name. So for example, here's mine. And oh, there it is. Hello, little wisp. But as you can see, people that are lurking or that just don't want their name displayed, they can have their wisp without a name. Whoop-pow! Yeah? You can also hide your username if you do not want to have your username displayed, by the way. Also, I am glad that you are enjoying your wisp. I also really enjoy my wisp. Oh, Bella, oh my god. Don't die. Oh my god, Bella. Good. It's all off his head. Oh, you cannot. I forgot that you cannot actually get the Bobby's head. Alas. Oil. Hello, sir. I'm just doing my due diligence and cleaning up the trash. I mean, it's not like anybody else is going to use it. Oh my gosh, please just give me a blue vial, a blue herb, anything. Ring of Raids? We have so much good loot, but Avella's about to die. Oh my gosh, yes. This for Avella, oh my gosh, yes. First of all, get your wrench. Second of all, get this, a Ring of Raids. Rings of Raids actually are very good healing items. Oh my gosh. Wheat flour, carrot. Thing is, I don't have a singular... What is this? Hello. Please give me a blue herb. Give me a blue herb. No, I cannot. I simply cannot let Abella die until I get some Sylvian proficiency. Honestly, I should go back to the old town and get that pinecone pick. Yeah, I'll go back and get that pinecone pick. Because by God, I need that pick. By the way, if you do not know what a pinecone pick is, it is basically the best item in the game. In both games, if you think about it. Blue herb! Oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Abella, won't you dare fucking die on me. I will quite literally restart the game if you die. Nothing in here, okay. No rifleman. Dang it, that rifleman has a lot better aim than the other rifleman. Oh, oh, wait. I'm inside, I'm inside, I'm inside. I'm inside, you cannot kill me because I'm inside. By the way, that is true. If you talk to a Bobby and you tell them, hey, I'm inside, why are you chasing me? They will stop chasing you because you are inside. Either way, have some meat pies. Hey, what happened? Hello? Okay. Honestly, the fact that food is so prominent in here is such a refresher from the first Fear and Hunger, where we didn't have any fucking food, ever. Let's see. Healing. I mean, we can take a red herb, and technically that is a healing item. Like that. But it isn't really that big of a bargain. Oh wait, a villa. God, we really need... You know what, let's save. Let's save. With our beautiful, beautiful Book of Enlightenment. That way we don't have to actually use one of the Ascension Circles. Literally, what would anybody do without the pinecone pig? Especially because there are some enemies that you can just farm items with the pinecone pig. Come here, Bobby, come here. Or not. Honestly, I don't care as long as you're not chasing me. Beer, how about blue herb? How about healing items? Skills. Run. Avila. Wrench toss. Levi. Gun. Us. Run. Okay, so we cannot run through that path. We'll have to bait this Bobby down. Ugh. Not again. shit! Guess what, bitch? I am back in the game. We are so fucking back. How the fuck is this rifleman so good at guns, but the other rifleman that we got is super fucking bad? Either way, rifleman, you're dead meat because I am fighting you now. Let's go, bitch. Ugh. Where, fella? Range tools at all. Levi. Shoot him. Also, a villa. I'm pretty sure that I can just like, talk and get some hell farming from this guy. Hello, sir. I'm sorry, but everyone must die. God, I fucking love the Ring of the Still Blood. Okay, bitch. You said it yourself. What? Die. Isn't that beautiful? But yeah, this way I think we can juke the Bobby so that we don't have to deal with them. Yeah. Do you plan on recruiting Dan? Yeah! At the multi-apartments, but you can only do that after day 2, and this is day 1 afternoon, so... No, I think that this row was set, at least. A position of one of the bobbies, yes. Goodbye, sir. Have a lovely day. I think that with this one we just have to fight. Now, skills. Honestly, attacking the chest is our best shot. Shit. She doesn't have the... run ability, but if we do this, then it'll equip the weapon. Once the battle starts again. Levi, shoot his chest. Shoot him good. There we go. God, I hope that I don't run out of bullets. to hope that I don't run out of bullets. No, hey, Levi, what the fuck? Why are you not shooting? No! Abella! No, dang it! I'll have to restart again. She's far too valuable. Thank fucking God that we have a safe. Oh God. Okay. Either way, it is almost 9 p.m. and given that fact and the fact that I am also having people over, I think that today's stream will be ending tonight. Thank you so much for coming to one more chapter of Fearing Hunger Termina and watching me suffer and fumble through this game all over again. Either way, yes, I do plan on recruiting Dan. I am also planning on recruiting Marco. Basically, Marco is one of like my main characters. I always put him in, as well as Abella and Osa. They are very good sports. And I completed my first playthrough with Marina, and that was my winning team: Marina, Osa, Abella, and Marco. But I'm gonna try something different. So I am recruiting Dan as my support instead of Marina. Or maybe I'll leave Abella once her short circuit ability or her wrench toss aren't as powerful as the others. But anyways, it was very fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. And I hope that you also had a nice time. Let's see who is online so we can raid. By the way, if you want to either recommend somebody to raid, feel free to suggest somebody. I am always more than happy to raid somebody new. Oh, not the wisp orbit. Wait. The wisps aren't here. Let me first of all add the wisps to the see you soon screen. Wisps ending screen. There we are. By the way, I do stream games Fridays and Saturdays, but I also stream art Mondays and Wednesdays. And I also have a Discord channel where I usually do updates. I do suggestions. If you're a sub, you also get sub rewards like shop codes and also an early bird feed where you see all of my art and all of the things that I'm uploading earlier than everybody else, usually 3 days before. Let's see, what else? My commissions are open, and as well as my coffee. And here are all of my socials if you want to follow me somewhere else that isn't Twitch. Let's see who is online right now. Maybe I will leave you with Sincerely Eden, who is also a streamer and is also a very good singer. She is from the idol group Naiba, which consists of also other 2 VTubers that I follow. Right now, she is playing Balatro, which is a game that as a solitaire addict, I really love. Here is the raid message if you'd like to accompany me. And also the raid message for subs. Either way, I hope to see you on Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays, and I hope that you have a nice evening, morning, night, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.